G'day boys and girls, I'm back at Sydney Airport. I'm just about to fly on Japan Airlines to Tokyo on board their Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. So there is my flight there, Japan Airlines JL772. So flight time is going to be about 9 hours. Now this is a business trip, so I'm going in business class. The cost of this flight was just over $4,800. I compared it to Qantas, which was $1,000 more at $5,800. And ANA was more than $9,000. I've never understood the difference in prices between the airlines, but I took the cheapest. So I'm going Japan Airlines, which is okay because they're part of the One World group. So I also get Qantas frequent flyer points. So here is check-in. There is a dedicated queue for business class and a separate queue for economy. So it was about 3 hours before the flight, so not many people in the queue. So I have a few hours to wait, so I'm going to do my usual plane spotting. So I'll go through security and check out the planes. So with the business class ticket, you get an express pass to go through security. So you'll see the express path is just here. Alright, need to turn the camera off, so I'll see you on the other side. So it only took a few minutes to walk through security, and now I get to walk through the massive Sydney Airport shopping mall. Now I usually bypass these shops, although they're duty free, they still work out quite expensive. Now I do on the way back, I always get a bottle of booze, but on the way over I don't need, so off I go for my plane spotting. So today's flight leaves from gate 8, so it is down this way. Now I'm hoping I can see the plane because it is just after 6:40. The plane coming in from Japan is supposed to land at 6:50, so I'm hoping to see it arrive at the gate. Alright, so here comes my plane, the Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. So Japan Airlines have 19 of this version of the Dreamliner. So the first one they took delivery of is June 2015, so about 4.5 years old. So I will look this one up and see how old this one is. Along with the business class ticket, you also get access to the Qantas business class lounge. So I'm going to head there now and grab a coffee before the flight. Alright, off to the Qantas lounge, which is upstairs. So it's only a few minutes walk from gate 8, so it won't take long to get from here back to get on board the plane. So this is the buffet food, so this is breakfast time, so won't be having a beer, but there's loads of breakfast foods available. Baked beans and hash browns, sausages and bacon, and some scrambled eggs. Toast over there. There's make your own coffee, or they also have a barista that will make you a good coffee. So I'm going to grab a flat white. So I've got my flat white and I've got a little muffin. So I'm saving myself for all the food on the flight. So look forward to trying the food on Japan Airlines. Group 2? Group 2?
Group 2, yeah, in the middle.
Okay, thank you. Alright, it is time to board. So they're boarding in different groups, 5 different groups. So I'm in group 2 for business class.
Group 2 passengers, our business class, JAL Global Club, Sapphire members to board through gate 8. Thank you.
Morning. Thank you so much. Ohayou gozaimasu. Thank you. The Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner have their latest business class pods, which are in a 2x2x2 configuration, with all seats having direct access to the aisle, so no need to step over your neighbour. There is loads of legroom, with you being able to stretch your legs right out and rest them on this footrest. The seats are a total lay flat bed, which I'll show you after takeoff. When you get on board, everything is laid out on your seat. There's a food menu, noise cancelling headphones, business class amenities kit, a pair of slippers and a bottle of water. The entertainment system is Japan Airlines' Magic in-flight system, with an impressive 23-inch screen. This is not a touchscreen, but there's a touchscreen remote control within easy reach from your seat. Now I did find this system a little bit confusing at the beginning, but I worked it out during the flight. There is a flight map, but again this was very confusing to control to see where we were along the journey. Often when I switched to the map, it would just show that we were flying over the Pacific Ocean. It took me ages to work out how to zoom out to see where we actually were. The amenities kit is loaded up with loads of goodies. With a toothbrush and toothpaste, a full-size lip balm which I can take off and use for the rest of my trip. There's some earplugs, an eye mask, packet of tissues, and a moisturizing face mask. The seat has a universal power adapter and a USB port for charging your devices. And right above these is a nice sized storage area for storing your personal items. Hello. I'll get some bubbles. Thank you. Thank you. Right, Japan Airlines hasn't changed, still plastic cups. Time to go, but with my aisle seat I had very limited view of the takeoff. So apologies to all those who love the takeoff videos. Here's a quick look at the seat in the total lay flat position. This flight from Sydney to Tokyo is a day flight, so I didn't need to get any sleep. So I just had to have the seat in the recline position so I could relax and watch a few movies. So on with the review, and one of the highlights of flying with Japan Airlines is the food. On this flight from Sydney to Tokyo, the crew serve one main meal straight after takeoff. You have a choice of Japanese food or Western food. I love Japanese food, so I went for this option, and it is a full 4-course meal. After this meal, they have loads of other food options, which you can order anytime. I ended up making a pig of myself, and I had 3 meals during this 9-hour flight. So let's check out the food. First course of this awesome meal was some marinated mushrooms, and also some delicious prosciutto. Next up were these 5 dishes, with shrimp and scallion, some roast beef roll, a chestnut paste, some awesome seared tuna, and the large dish was these tasty udon noodles. Third course was some grilled snapper and a selection of Japanese oden served with a bowl of rice and miso soup. Then dessert was a tasty chocolate cake served with Japanese green tea. This was such an awesome meal. About 4 hours later, I had this really tasty bowl of Japanese ramen. This was made with a vegetable stock rather than your standard pork stock, but it was still stacked full of flavour with some really nice thick noodles. Then about 1 hour before landing, I had the Japan Airlines recommended dish of a roast beef rice bowl. At first I thought the roast beef was a bit rare for me, but this tasted awesome. Such a great dish. Despite my confusion with the entertainment system and the flight map, I rate this flight experience for Japan Airlines a solid 9 out of 10. They definitely provide the famous Japanese hospitality, with a lovely crew who was so efficient and friendly. And the food served on board was the extra bonus. I enjoyed every dish on this flight. I did make a pig of myself, but it saved me having to have dinner when I arrived into Tokyo around 5 PM Japan time. So no landing video, so here endeth the flight review. Soon I'll have the return journey back to Sydney, and I hope it'll be just as good as this flight. Thanks for watching, and happy flying everyone.